Hey, coaches, welcome back to Big Rule the World. This is Coach Allen reporting to you live. I got a full webcam one. Usually you're used to seeing me in a little corner, but we're going to break down the G pool on the trap today. So I want to get on the whiteboard and be able to show you all of that. Big things for you before we get into this. Just remember, we got our Big Rule the World newsletter, the only newsletter dedicated purely to offensive line play. We have the link in the description where you can sign up for that. We're also getting ready to launch for the holidays. Just to sort of date this, it's November. I'm recording this on November 6, 2020. It's going to come out a little later. But we're going to come at you with another deep dive. We had fun with the wing tee. We're coming at you with another deep dive for an offense when we get closer to the holidays in December before our spring season in Virginia here. But I want to go over today the G pull for the trap and how I teach it, how you can teach it, and just sort of how we get our guards to work for that. So let's get going on the G pull for the trap. Okay, so we're looking at the trap. We're going to get big marker here. Make sure everybody can see that. I'll switch, get a darker marker. I got green here. You know, between being a teacher and a football coach, the greatest thing, if you're a parent out there and your child has a teacher who's a football coach, get them dry erase markers. As I open a pack and a couple go scooped across the floor, get them dry erase markers. Oh, look at that. So much better. So we're going to take a look at trap here. I'm going to put it up against a 42. And you'll see just sort of, we all know how to run trap. If you want to look at run trap, I talk about it in my wing tee video quite a bit. I have a video specifically on trap. Today we're going to talk about the footwork and everything and what do we coach for the G pool here. So we always like to trap first man pass the ball. I prefer not to trap a one tech. I'd rather trap a two tech to a three tech. So that's either head up. Some of you guys call it a 2-eye. I call it a three tech. Outside shoulder right here. Okay. My personal one, I call it a three tech. A lot of people will call it 2-eye. That's fine. It's just semantics. All right. And I'll talk briefly about what we do with everybody else. We're going to send tackle up to linebacker right there. We're going to have center, block back right here. Backside guards the guy pulling. We out of the gun. I would like to read this guy right here. The reason we're leaving this defensive end alone is because the trap is happening right here, okay? So let's talk about this exchange right here in this zone. All right, this center guard exchange. You see here, it is very, very quick. For those of you who run power, it is a lot quicker than power. All right, this center literally is like we're scraping his ass as we come across right here. We have to be quick with it. So on that pull, all right, if I'm gonna be the shoes of the guard right here, okay? Our shoes right here. So that's us in our stance, all right? And I teach a couple different pulls, okay? We talked about it some in our breaking down the guard pull video. We have the bucket step or the shuffle step where we're going to take a step just back right here. We're just going to drop our foot back. We're not doing that here. We have the flat pull where I'm going to take my foot down a 90-degree angle along the line of scrimmage. I'm acting like we're pulling right here, guys. All right, we're not doing that. This pull is better pulled off if we take that foot at a 45, okay? We're going to take our hip and we're going to rotate it at a 45 sort of violently and get sort of a swing right there to get that foot on a violent pull right there. Okay, why are we doing that? Let's go back to our center guard exchange right here. I'm going to draw the big three up. Okay. And you can do a couple different things. I like to send this guard. I don't know if I drew it up correctly over there. I think I want to send this guard to put backside backer because I'm sending tackle here. You know, they just sort of create a wall for trap. All right. But while I'm here, okay. So this is the big exchange right here. That center has to get his head across and cut this two-tech off from trailing this guard. That's fine. This guard is going to open up his hip. He doesn't want to rotate flat down the line. He wants to open up like we told at a 45-degree angle. I like to take that right arm and use it to throw myself open at a 45-degree angle right here, okay? So my first step is going to be taking that 45-degree step right there, okay? Now I'm rotating open as I do that with the step, and then now I'm here, okay? You see, I'm not going – I don't like this, guys. Don't teach him to go flat right there. All right, it is quicker than that. It is quick. Think of this as like when we do a GT exchange. Okay, with guard tackle, we think of it as like an X block. Think of it as an X block with your center and your backside guard. Okay, we're Xing right here. Bang. It's tight. He's rubbing his ass as he comes through. Now, defensive tackle, bigger guy. All right, we got to be quick with it. That's why we're taking that 45-degree step, opening up. We're getting north-south real quick on this pull. Okay, we're making contact right there. Trap's going to end up being a run right up that alley, guys. Whether we run trap right or trap left, whoever we hit, 99% of the time, if you got a run trap, guys, it's hitting up that center's ass. If we're making it an A-gap play, just if that tackle squeezes down. Now, this tackle wants to stand here like an idiot. Then, yeah, baby. It's A-gap play instead of zero-gap play, rather. Okay? So what am I teaching here? Okay, I'm teaching, and this will go the same if you watch my power counter video that's coming up. I'm teaching here the same technique I'm going to teach on counter. I pull right, trap right. I like to teach, because I've always been taught it, we're going to hit here with the full-on part, the flipper. Okay, so when I do the flipper, I'm up here. All right, now, I have this problem teaching kids the flipper all the time. They want to run with the flipper. Don't run with the flipper. You throw the flipper like a punch. Okay, so I'm coming here, and I'm throwing that flipper right there onto that defensive tackle's inside hip. All right, and I want to put my head, put my helmet in this flipper. Bang, my head almost fits up smooth with his hip. Okay, and I want to keep my left arm free in the hole when I pull right. When I pull left, I want to trap with my left flipper, bang, and keep my right arm free. Why is this, you say? Okay, I tell this to kids all the time. Why do we pull right, trap right, Coach Allen? Why? Well, it's very simple, guys. Okay, if I'm pulling right, if I hit him right here with my right arm, if I fit up and I put the head in between him, okay, cool. He has to fight back across my entire body to make a play. If I put my head on the other side, he has to fight past my left arm. Okay, would you rather him have to fight past my right flipper, my head that's fitting up on his hip, and my left side of my body? Yeah, you would. You get more of a body in between him and the ball carrier. And I tell you guys, a lot of times, if you teach them a simple thing like keep my head between the defender and the ball carrier, 99% of the time, if you keep your head, I know we say take the game out of football, take the head out of football, but if we're fitting up our head smoothly like a tackle would, like we would on a tackle along his hip, we're fine. But we're teaching them to keep that between the defender and the ball. If you do that, then you're keeping a whole part of your body between the defender and the ball. I think that's an important teaching part there. It's a quick pull, guys. We're trapping that defensive tackle fast. He largely, there's a reason it's called trap. He largely doesn't know it's coming. When we get into counter and power, we're going to talk about how we can defeat the end that squeezes down right there, okay? You can also run, okay? Give you free advice here. Let's say they're doing something fishy. They're putting 2 4s. Or let's say they're running this. they're running a 5-2. Coach, can I still run trap? I think you can. I think you can. I'm going to play around with it right here. See how it looks, and you're going to think, what the world is he doing? That's how I'd run it. Now, originally my idea would be to put some other tight end or H-back personnel in, but if you're going to run it out of 10 and you're just damn determined to run it out of 10, sweet. Let's go right here. Read this guy. Boom. We're making the wall. We don't need to block that defensive end right there. Okay, so we're not blocking two guys because we're reading him. We're running underneath of him. Now I have my tackle because they're in a 3 or 4-eye right there. If they're in a 4-eye, guys, that's going to be very hard for that tackle or that center to work to cut them off, right? That guard can just block back, and we can get our tackle. He's going to take more of a flatter pull because it's longer, kind of like the guard on power. Now, if you want to talk more about that flatter pull, I suggest you to watch my next video in our series coming up, which is going to talk about the counter and the power pull, okay? But remember, main coaching points for the trap pull, the defensive tackle pull. We're going to take that foot on a 45. We're going to scrape the center's ass as we go, and we want to pull right, trap right, keep our head in between the defender and the ball carrier. Okay, coaches? Hey, remember, sign up for that newsletter. I got weekly tips and skills. We have some premium and some free content for videos coming up. I'm going to be putting out a couple different drill books and stuff coming up during the holidays, after the holidays. You want to be a part of that. We're just having fun with the offensive line stuff. I hope some of y'all, you might be wrapping up, getting ready for in the playoffs right now. You might be done with your season. Some of y'all might be like me and getting ready for spring season. Wherever you're at, just remember we want to score points. We want to win games. To do that, we got to dominate in the trenches. And to dominate in the trenches, you got to know that bigs rule the world. Until next time, coaches, this is Coach Allen. I'll